nutrient talk show, where we provide you with the essential information that you need to know in order to make sure that you're meeting all your nutrient needs. Today we'll be focusing on vitamins, and we've invited two special guests to discuss the role of thiamine, better known as vitamin B1. We're discussing the role it plays in many of the body's essential processes that keep us alive and healthy on a daily basis. Directly to my left, we have an esteemed RDN, and next to them, we have a very prominent anti-thiamine activist. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Good morning.
So, can one of you tell me a little bit about how the processes that thiamine is responsible for in the body? It seems as though the vitamin's role is a very integral part of optimal functioning.
Yes, so...
Actually, thiamine is not essential to anything at all. It is a capitalist ploy by the U.S. government to get people to buy stupid supplements they don't need to pay for.
Actually, thiamine is responsible for the proper functioning of our nervous system and metabolism. It plays a part in aiding the many reactions that take place in the body, to break down carbohydrates to use as a source of energy for all of our body's cellular processes, as well as the synthesis of proteins and enzymes that are needed for the same process. It also plays a role in nerve signal conduction, but the exact role we are still not understanding too well.
Interesting. So, what enzymes and substrates are specifically involved in the processes that thiamine helps to maintain?
No, enzymes aren't even real. They were made up by AP biology test makers to trick students, obviously.
Well, that's not exactly true. So once thiamine is absorbed in the body, it is converted to an active coenzyme called thiamine pyrophosphate that is responsible for all these processes. This enzyme is responsible for breaking down glucose, in converting some amino acids into acetyl-CoA, and in synthesizing pentoses, which are needed to build DNA and RNA in our cells.
Wow. And so what would happen if someone were to not get enough of this thiamine?
If someone were to be deficient in thiamine, they would develop a condition known as beriberi.
Isn't that a pasta?
No. As I was saying, beriberi is characterized by a loss of appetite, weakness, and nerve issues. In addition, deficiency can cause depression and memory issues. In some severe cases, some individuals may experience cardiovascular abnormalities.
Man, that sounds scary. Should someone like me be worried?
Yes, absolutely. Save the children.
No, not at all. Getting beriberi in the United States is rare since many foods are now vitamin enriched.
Okay, and what kind of foods should our viewers eat in order to make sure that they're getting enough thiamine in their diets to avoid a deficiency?
The top foods containing thiamine are common breakfast cereals, egg noodles, and pork chops. If you eat cereal for breakfast, you have already met 1.2 milligrams RDA for thiamine. Many breakfast cereals are fortified with 100% of your daily RDA, so it is relatively easy to meet the requirement. If you're not a cereal person, you can get 42% of the RDA from 1 cup of enriched egg noodles, or 33% from a 3-ounce bone-in pork chop.
Oh, riddle me this. Does beriberi with tomato sauce meet the RDA?
Haha, now for my viewers who might be vegan.
If you do not eat meat or eggs, you can also get 33% of the RDA from half a cup of black beans, meaning that you are over halfway to getting adequate thiamine if you consume 1 cup of black beans in your diet per day.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
Are you feeling low on energy? It could be a thiamine deficiency.
Hi, I'm a doctor, meaning you should trust me. I often recommend to my patients to add thiamine supplements to their daily routine to boost energy levels in the nervous system. Talk to your healthcare provider about this.
So incorporating thiamine in your diet sounds really easy. So for the next question, what forms of thiamine exist?
So there's many ways to incorporate, like you said, thiamine into your diet.
Don't do it.
Thiamine can exist naturally in fortified foods, such as multivitamin or B-complex supplements, or supplements such as thiamine mononitrate, thiamine hydrochloride, or benfotiamine, the synthetic form.
So many options. Important question now. Tell our listeners, is it possible to get too much thiamine? Should we be worried about our thiamine intake?
Absolutely. Thiamine is very dangerous. It is way too easy to ingest too much and get seriously sick.
Actually, no. Thiamine has no upper limit. Any excess thiamine is excreted in the urine, as it is water soluble. However, the more thiamine you take in, the harder it will to be absorbed any more of the vitamin. Think about it in terms of saturation. Once enough thiamine is in our system, it's hard for the body to absorb any more.
Oh, okay. That's good to hear. Are there any effects of toxicity that we should worry about?
My toenails were growing way too fast.
Left out. Luckily, there have been no known toxicity symptoms identified.
Fabulous. All right, let's cut to a message from our sponsors.
Do you suffer from weakness, loss of appetite, and nerve issues? Well, you may be suffering from Burberry. I, along with countless others, no longer suffer from Burberry, all due to my Thiamine, a supplemental form of thiamine known to reduce signs and symptoms of Burberry. This supplement has not been FDA approved, and overconsumption may lead to unknown side effects. We are not liable for any complications, side effects, and negative changes or risks that you may encounter while using my thiamine.
Alrighty, welcome back. So, continuing our conversation, what are some things that can lead to a deficiency of thiamine?
The most common reasons you may become deficient in thiamine include poor intake, poor absorption, or excessive loss through fluids. For example, you may have a deficiency if your diet consists mainly of enriched processed foods, or if you frequently consume a lot of alcohol.
Don't we all, people? Please.
Also, if you experience hyperemesis or diarrhea, an excess loss of fluid is the thing you have to look out for, since thiamine is water soluble.
Okay. And then, should people be concerned about interactions with vitamins, minerals, compounds in food, maybe even medications?
I said this already. It's very dangerous, people.
Great question. Thiamine is not known to interact with medications. However, some medications can have adverse effects on your thiamine levels. For example, furosemide, a diuretic used to treat hypertension and edema, can result in excess loss of thiamine via urination. People deficient in thiamine usually have to supplement with other nutrients such as magnesium and potassium.
All right. So we all know that vitamins are obviously important for health and well-being. What are some of the effects of thiamine on your health?
It will kill you, literally kill you.
Interestingly, thiamine has many implications for many chronic conditions affecting many Americans.
Okay. Back. Let her continue.
People with diabetes often have lower levels of thiamine in the blood. And currently, scientists are studying the effects of thiamine supplementation and whether it could improve blood sugar levels and glucose tolerance with type 2 diabetes. Synthetic thiamine is also thought to potentially aid in nerve damage caused by diabetes. Low thiamine levels are also linked to heart failure and Alzheimer's disease, and scientists are currently further studying links between thiamine supplementation and possible improvements in function for people with these diseases.
Wow, interesting. All right, great. Thank you again for joining us to talk about essential nutrients.
It was great being here. I hope everyone learned a lot about the importance of thiamine and its potential benefits in the future.